Welcome to Film Riot. Today you know what we're gonna do, so let's just do it. If you're gonna make a filmmaker kit for beginners, what gear would you include inside? Well, definitely a camera of some kind. The best microphone I could put in there, shotgun microphone with a boom pole and XLR cable, and then do a pen and paper. Probably. That's really all you need to get started. I mean, most of my short films in the beginning had not much more than that. I mean, bounce and diffusion goes a long way, but you can use sheet or the things that you can buy from Home Depot, which we've made episodes for, or get some clamp lights from Home Depot, which we've showed a ton on episodes. I think people put too much emphasis on the gear that you need to get started. You know, worry about the thing that you're trying to make. What experience are you trying to give an audience? And then look at what you have and then start crafting everything around that. Do it outside during the day because you don't have any lights. If you don't have a microphone, fine, make a silent film. Find a piece of music that you can make it to, and then maybe do some voiceover for it instead, and just keep working your way toward whatever it is. I'm not answering the question that you asked, but I'm answering it in a way that I think is more important in my personal opinion, and that is to start creating and create constantly and as much as you can, as often as you can, and then just building your gear as you go. But that's not the emphasis. The emphasis is figuring out how to construct that experience that you're trying to construct, so when you do get to the gear, then you know how to use it for what you're trying to do. Not technically, but creatively. Ta-da! If someone offered you a feature film to direct, but you didn't really care for the story or the writing, would you still do it for the resume, or would you hold out for a better fit? I would absolutely not do it if it wasn't a project that I felt like I needed to make, or that I was excited by, or had something that I really wanted to personally tell. There's no way I could that. And I just think that would be horrible personally for my career, because I'd be putting something out that I didn't really care about, that I didn't think was even going to be good, and would just make me look like a bad filmmaker, because in the end, I'm the one that's going to get blamed for it sucking. Now, it could be, a not so great script, but with a really good idea. And then, if I was allowed to come in and help craft that into something that I really loved, I would absolutely do that. If there was a kernel of an idea that attracted me, but that would have to be it. If it was just would definitely not do a bad story. What's the most perilous situation you've ever put a camera in, like harsh weather environments, perched on a ledge somewhere, up high, mounted on a speeding car? I was strapped to a car once. Whenever the camera's been put in a perilous situation, I was usually holding it at the time. I've been strapped to the trunk of a car before, outside of it, just laying across it with just this one strap strapping me in as we went fast down this road with all these potholes and stuff. That was pretty crazy. So there's been different things like that for sure that has happened, but I'm always attached to the camera. I would never leave the camera alone. Never. I love it too much. But just a preference, obviously, don't do that. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. Don't do it. Just, leave the camera alone. Don't do that. Don't do what I say, do what I do. Wait, no, don't do what I do what I say. Yeah. Now that Ballistic is out, what's next for you guys and Film Riot as a company? Well, Triune is the company that makes Film Riot, but we are focusing more in on Film Riot, getting it back to what we've been talking about it throughout the year, and Ballistic was sort of the kickoff to that, to start doing cooler things. And now we're going to be focusing more in on just Film Riot as a show, and getting it back to what we really dig. We have some new people that we're working with that we've talked about a bunch, like Ryan Thompson and Joey, and we're going to be working more with Daniel Ruth, who's a cinematographer, to bring in more cinematography into the show, to just keep rounding everything out, do more DIY, more VFX, more cinematography, more audio tips, everything that we possibly can to continue to build Film Riot out to be entertaining, but also just an online film school. And I'm developing my own stuff in the background as well. What are some must-haves for your on-set bag? What's the craziest thing one of your ACs had in theirs? I don't know about a crazy thing in any of my AC bags for mine, but I've just been a director on set for a while now. It's just a couple of snacks just in case, some Advil just in case, gum. As a director, you need things like gum and mints, because you're going to end up drinking coffee usually, and you need gum because you're going to be talking to actors, and usually in very close proximity. So that's important. I'll usually bring like a change of shirt just in case, things like just obvious things. And of course, my notebook, my script, all my pack that I put together with whatever shot list I may or may not have done, the script and extra pieces of paper for me to inevitably write out new shot lists as we go. And for bags that are more universal and more useful, check out the episode that we posted below that Justin Robinson did, talking about all the things that he keeps in his bag on set. If you had to do a remake of a Hollywood blockbuster, what would it be? I don't know that I'd want to do a remake, especially of a blockbuster. I would rather take something that had a really cool idea but sort of failed and redo that and try to make it work. A blockbuster is just trying to, recreate magic that was already there, and it's pretty much always going to fall short. A sequel of something would be great. I would love to make something in the Mission Impossible franchise. I adore that franchise, or the Alien franchise. But as far as remakes go, I don't know. Cliffhanger's awesome. Speed's awesome. Those would be fun. But I just wouldn't. I don't think I'd want to remake a blockbuster. I'd rather remake something that failed and try to make it work. I know it's been a few years, but is there any update on Outsiders? Is it still something you plan on doing, or has it fallen to the wayside? I don't think it'll ever happen, especially because it was a zombie short film, and at the time I was really interested in pursuing something like that, the themes that went around that, and since then it's just been done to death, and I have no interest in zombies anymore, so I doubt that I would ever do it. But there are things about the script that I still really love, so I'm probably going to take those things and use them in some of the other projects that I'm currently developing. Domain.com is all your website needs, including .com and .net domain names and intuitive website builders to help you start creating your identity online. They're affordable, reliable, and have all the tools that you need to start building a website and sharing your ideas with the world. No domain extension is going to help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. And if you want to brand yourself online, Domain.com has over 300 domain extensions to help fit your needs from .club to .space. And of course, Domain.com is giving you 15% off when you use the coupon code FilmRiot at Domain.com's checkout. So when you think domain names, think Domain.com.
Logo.
So that's it for today, which means it's time for my suggestion of the week, and this is the Manual short film. We actually did an episode with the director of this short film a while back, talking about how he pulled off the sci-fi world that he did on such a low budget, which was a great episode. And the film is out now that you can rent or buy on Vimeo. There's a full trailer for the film as well that you can check out in the notes below. It all looks really, really great, and we should all support independent film like this, so definitely go check that out. And until next time, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.